disappointed. I didn't know I could fear something so bad.
No,
freaking
right when I was
me.
getting ready to go to bed, you
Huh?
texted me, and Twitter, I saw it trending on Twitter.
Yes.
But I found out about it from you.
Yes, yes. Well, I'm real quick to go to Twitter. I'm real quick to be like, earthquake. And then
Somebody is like, oh, it says 4:26 my time, and it's already 4:54. You'll live. We're on CP time. You'll be fine. Chill out. Come on.
First of all, we didn't even announce that we're coming on today. So,
well, I think when it has to be something with StreamYard where it sets it up for you.
Got it.
To go live on YouTube.
Okay.
And they're seeing that.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. And so,
for some reason, Periscope has this weird angle, unless it's this particular camera. One of the iPads, it really has me coming across like this sinister woman. Really.
What?
Yeah, this really like sinister looking.
Wow.
And on the other iPad, it's so old. One either iPad and this one don't work together, or you Periscope. Oh, this one is going live now. Maybe let me see how I look. I'm always worried about how I look. I like this one better. Turn it off, guys. Come aboard the other place. So, hi guys. Hi Nelly and LJH and Paris Jewel, Lorene Hill. Think Creole.
Oh, they said I was rude. It's okay.
Oh no, it's okay. She can be rude. It happens.
Right. Like, come on.
We're okay with being rude. Sometimes it's that kind of day. Sometimes it's a rude kind of day.
Right. Sometimes it's like
purpose, but I think what she was saying is get over yourselves. Like we were actually
we're trying to like we're literally setting up to do this and trying to figure out what we're doing before we hit the live, because we don't want to come on here being raggedy, not knowing what we're talking about. Like we just gotta get on the live and just be like, so.
And what everyone doesn't realize is that Desi doesn't live here. And so I literally am talking to her and it's like 6 a.m. over there.
Right now it is almost 9 a.m.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it's good. It's fine.
Why did we come on so early? Because what time do you have to get on a train?
Well, actually, I gotta go to the. I'll say that on camera, but like I have to go to the bank because yes, I have to go to the bank
before you
first.
Get your nails done.
Yes, and by the way, I am taking social distancing measures in the nail salon. It is literally space age. You put your hands in this like sheet thing, and there's a big window thing, and it's very, very strange. And everybody's wearing a mask.
Oh, you know me. I'm not getting my nails done at all. Not at all.
I have to get them done before I go to. I have to go to school.
So pretty, by the way.
Thanks. Thank you.
And do they put gel on? Because I know in Florida you were getting something else.
Yeah, I was getting like the dip powder, but now it's just like it's just gel polish.
It's pretty.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. So yeah, but yeah, it has to be up. And I didn't want it.
Huh?
Say it again.
No, I was saying hello to beloved. That's one of my favorite words. And by the way, you kept using it, and the people we were doing.
Well, you used it.
I changed it to beloved.
Okay.
The reason why I changed it from beloveds, beloved to beloved, is because it just reminded me of Oprah, and I didn't want any reference any wording that was associated with her.
Right.
I'm
Any Yanla.
Huh?
Like it's associated with the Yanla, and it's because she always says beloved.
She
Like,
always says it. Yes, yes. And I love Ayana, first
me
of all.
too.
But I took it out because I didn't want to go in that direction of like whatever that is. I still don't know who's going to get arrested, 6 months from now. I don't know. I just figured like, let's just walk away from anything that feels overish.
Right. I gotcha.
I should have said that out loud, but
I mean, we're on here now. We talk about stuff we can't stand all the time. It's all right.
Hi, Stephanie.
Yeah, I saw Stephanie.
Nikki. Oh, Nikki Baloo. Hello, sweetie. How are you?
Oh, there's a guy. Hi, Quentin.
Where's Quentin at? What? Oh, are you looking? No, yours must come up quicker. There's Quentin.
Yeah.
Quentin, this feed is for you.
Yes.
And any man and every man and taking care of our men.
Yep.
In a totally different way.
Mm-hmm.
In a way, Quentin, that you can't even imagine. But we as women are giving back to our men. And my prayer is that we do it in a very nurturing way. Southern Girl, email me, Tracy Brown, live@gmail, please. Or text me.
Yeah.
And so we would give back in a way that makes us part of the revolution, part of the change. And
I feel like women have been at the forefront of
change
this for such a long time.
Yes. We've made maybe we were forced to do it. Maybe we got triggered differently.
Mm-hmm.
But remember, women have a hard time, and we talked about this the other day, nurturing each other.
Mm-hmm.
But as a business,
mm-hmm.
women have really shown up for each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like Black women are I'm telling you, Black women are at the forefront of so many movements.
Yes.
We're the first ones out there. If somebody's like, wait, what happened? He did what? And then we go and we're like, oh no, this isn't happening, right? And
usually at the forefront of screaming and yelling.
Yeah.
Something, even if it's in the supermarket.
Yeah.
We're not gonna do this today. We're the ones that are like, and I love that. I love that. I think that it's led to this.
Yeah, of course.
All right. And Quentin says, yes, I'm here for it. Thank you, Queens. So I came to Desi with an idea, right? So guys, I have started investing in my group that I belong to. It's a book club. And I started investing in Oishas and doing rituals for the protesters. That's the way it started, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I know the Haitian side of Oishas. I'm originally Haitian. My parents went to maybe my great-great-parents escaped to the Virgin Islands, and which were owned by the Danish. But when America took it over, they did the census. They could come to the mainland.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And for years, they did not tell us that we were Haitian. And then when they told us, you did the best research you could without a real internet.
Right.
But you would hear your mom and, your aunties talk about certain things. They used to talk in Pig Latin so that we couldn't figure out what they were saying. But one of the things that kept coming up was the Haitian Oishas.
Okay.
And how they would collectively put an Orisha on a situation. So I was talking to one of my clients who, God knows, I'm not even sure which client this is, but please know that I just heard you. When you spoke, I heard you. And she said, Tracy, do the Orishas from Yoruba.
Oh.
Which means I had to learn all over again.
Yeah, of course.
Learn the African way, not the Haitian way.
Right.
And so what happened? You see the comments before me. And so it's been fascinating to learn the Orishas the African way.
Gotcha.
What's interesting about the Orishas is that there's so many stories on how they got here, there, anywhere. How did they form? And the one thing I think keeps coming up consistently, is that they were placed here from a higher power. They were given a title from a higher power.
Mm-hmm.
They don't quite mention God necessarily because it wasn't in their language at the time.
Okay.
But rest assured, it's God.
Of course. Of course. I feel like, they're not going to use King James terms. They're not going to use.
But they didn't have King James.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So it
Bible
God
version.
did everything. It's just it's called something different, right?
Yes.
So I get that.
Somehow, they magically would become, gods and goddesses of the water, of thunder, of lightning, of, music, right? But when you look up and you read, there's a constant theme, and that is something else made them into this.
Gotcha.
Gave them the title, gave them permission to be this. And so upon doing my research, I came to the conclusion that all of it was God. And that's a period. So then, upon doing more research, I realized they took gods and goddesses from us. We weren't allowed to leave.
And I also
own as Africans.
Yeah.
I'm so sad about that.
Well, yeah, but here's the thing. I think they're still kind of doing it on some very basic level. And it just kind of shows you how white supremacy sort of permeates everything that we do, including the things that, including, education, the educational institution, or how we educate children. So, we do units, and everybody at some point has had a unit on mythology, right? Specifically Greek mythology.
Yes.
Some Roman mythology. And so why is it that when we discuss mythology, we only discuss it from the European side of things? We're talking about mythology. Why is it that, we talk about Hades and Pluto, but we don't talk about Legba? Like, why is that not included in the curriculum?
Right.
And if you want to call it quote unquote mythology, then
and I'm forced to study mythology. I'm forced to study, the Roman gods.
Right.
That in the Bible, there's questions about,
of course,
these Roman gods. Like, we know that's a problem in the Bible.
Right.
And somehow in my everyday life, when I do my horoscope, I'm looking at Pluto, Venus, Neptune. These are Roman gods.
Right.
And it's become normal to all of us. That's all the whitewashing.
Right.
And we fall in line because at some point, guess what, Desi? We just want to be educated. At some point, we're looking to have the dream. We're looking to supposedly have that picket fence. And many got that. We're supposedly, I have a right. To drive a Mercedes. That's my right. So we were led to believe anything that was placed in front of us, and nothing African, unless you went to a school that offered African studies. And at
Yeah.
some point, they even took that away from a lot of colleges.
Yeah.
My sister went to Lehman College, and she was there to study African studies. I don't think it's there today. It should have been maintained better, flourished. By now, it should be an amazing program.
Yeah.
Which means all of them should have learned about the Orishas.
Right. I see it in, at HBCUs, and shout out to them. They definitely have, courses like African Studies, of course. They have African literature, of course. They have, and they discuss mythology. I don't want to keep calling it mythology. I want to folklore, right? Folklore. Because mythology sounds ridiculous.
But it sounds good. It sounds like appropriate.
Yeah.
Let's change it to folklore.
Yeah.
So it's folklore.
We discuss, I'm talking about at a younger level with little kids. We go over, Native American, how the such and such fables, right? How the, I don't know, why the mosquito buzzes in your ear. I forgot what that African folklore is called. But I think that it's something like that. We talk about that, and we can discuss folklore from an Anglo-Saxon standpoint, but we can't discuss it. We can't discuss African folklore. We can't discuss.
Hi, WSA, and then LL is like, hi, WSA. So somebody on this feed knows you, WSA. WSA is a casting company in Atlanta.
Wait, say it again.
WSA is a casting company in Atlanta.
Oh, cool.
That's moving on up. They move it on up.
Look at that.
And I'm not going to should be a requirement. Thank you.
Yeah. I wanted to talk about Lauren's comment where she was like, yes, exactly. That they demonize our system of beliefs in order to conquer and divide us.
Yes. And
folklore sounds like a joke. It's not. It is the campfire tale. It is the commune. It's literally how history starts. That's how history starts before we get to actual writing, is the campfire story.
Yeah.
People passed down the tales, and there were keepers of tales.
Yes.
Who talk about these things. So it's not the concept of folklore is not a joke. It's very strange to say, but okay. I don't know. I just wish that we had the same reverence for the Orishas and and the stories of the Orishas and the morals that they teach, and also, even skills. I wish we taught that or kept that and passed that to Black children. That way they grow up not fearing, the Orishas, or not fearing, the mythology or the folklore.
Yeah.
It comes as natural to them as any other story or any other,
And I think that, Desi, that's why we're here. We're here to reinvent, to re-look at, to regain, and to take our Africanness back.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you and I are here today.
Yeah, of course. And I want to say something to the people who are like, oh, well, you all are African American. You don't have any ties to Africa. But here's the thing. Here's what you fail to realize. You are us and we are you. And we support you the same as you. We hope that you support us. There's never going to be a division. Listen, when I say I don't know where my roots are, where Tracy can say, oh, she can trace her roots to Haiti. I don't know where my people are from.
Trace my roots back to slavery. I have a family that documented. So yeah, I can. It doesn't mean that, and only on one side of the family.
Right, but that's still better than absolutely nothing, you know. But here's the thing: even though I can't trace my people, I'm still
Yeah.
rooting for everybody Black. Period.
Yes.
And everything Black. Period.
Yes. And that has to include, by the way, Africans
Mm-hmm.
and then Black Americans.
Right. Oh, of course.
Who gave us African American? I don't like him. Who did it? Someone. You guys know his name. He's a fair skinned fella, has curly hair. What's his name? He gave us African Americans. He's the one that gave it to us.
Who coined the term?
He was during the civil rights movement, but when the civil rights movement was done, he wasn't like a John Lewis. He sat back and collected money from the federal government. I see his face clear as day. I cannot remember his name. He's not one of my favorite people.
It's not the Kwanzaa dude, is it?
No, not W. Du Bois. No.
No. Not W. Du Bois.
Movement.
No, the Kwanzaa dude. I can't think of his name.
No. Has nothing to do with Kwanzaa. This is a guy that sat back in the federal government and got paid.
Well,
no, not Andrew Young. But thank you, Anita. Thank you. Not Andrew.
Oh, see, I can't see the comments now. Like I can, but I can't. Yours are moving quicker than mine. I don't know.
No, mine stops at W.E. Du Bois. Did you get that?
No.
Not Andrew Young, but I wonder about him too.
Give me a second.
I can't think of his name right now, and his face I can see it. No, not Maynard Jackson. No. You have not heard from this man in a while. He still gets paid under civil rights federal monies. Julian Bond, wasn't he? No.
Julian Bond?
No, not Julian Bond. This is political guy.
Okay, let me
So my comments aren't moving anymore.
Yeah, mine.
But Anita's trying really hard. Anita's pulling out all the Black men.
I know.
I don't know who that is. I am Coca.
According to this article,
Jackson. Why is it? I'm going to Jackson. Does that ring a bell now? Jackson came up. I still can't come up with the first name. Come on, guys. Jackson. Jesse Jackson. Jesse. Yes. Jesse.
Jesse Jackson.
Jesse Jackson. It's my understanding. I could be wrong. He coined African American.
Well, according to this article, he popularized the term in the 80s.
Okay, then we'll
take it. We'll take it.
It's the same thing, right?
Right.
But hasn't really done anything for the movement. He is not a John Lewis. Trust and believe. And if he is, y'all got to tell me how wrong I am. Y'all have to tell me what he has done since the civil rights movement. He's one of those at one point that would just show up at an event, much like
Al Sharpton.
Much like Al Sharpton. I'm not mad at Al Sharpton, but he just shows up. Who was against Obama? Anita, who was against Obama? Jesse Jackson? Don't tell me that. What?
Yeah.
What?
But what was crazy was he cried at the inauguration, and then it was like a whole situation.
They're best friends now? They're best friends now. Well, I can only go with spiritually with my spirit. And I've never favored Jesse Jackson. And what you all don't know from the civil rights, I just know this from my dad, who has passed on, he just carries some secrets. And one of the secrets that he told me was that Jesse Jackson has lived off of monies on our backs. Yes. So I from my dad, he was an okie doke.
Wow, Jesse.
He was one of those that was paid to keep us in line.
You hate to see it, Jesse.
Act like he was a Martin Luther King representative type of dude, but he was not. Sorry. Sorry, he was not a John Lewis.
Damn, Jesse. I
John
hate
Lewis to this day was like, right. So,
Dang. How did we get on Jesse Jackson? Oh, the term African American.
Yes.
As opposed to Negro.
At the time, was it Negro at the time?
Yeah, Negro. Because even in King's speech, you know, in his March on Washington speech, he refers to Black people as Negroes.
Got it.
I missed the question. I don't think there is a question. Oh, the question was who coined the term African American? That was the question.
Yeah. I don't know who coined it, but like Desi said, it was popularized by him.
Jesse Jackson, yeah.
So, with all that being said, it's time to change the narrative. It's time to fix cultural discipline.
Yeah.
It's time to, rewire.
I agree.
And it's time to have fun rewiring. Nobody gets to take my African away from me. I'm now part of it. I'm in it. There's not an African that can be found that can tell me you as an American don't know. Right, teach me.
Right, I don't know. Teach me how.
Teach me. No, teach me. And from now on, people, you better rest and believe. And I'm talking about my African people. If I hear anybody say, "Ugh, Americans," I'm in your face. Stop it. Because I have Africans on my Twitter. And y'all can be trifling on Twitter. There's no difference.
We love y'all
get
anyway.
Together and we're going to be better together.
Yeah. We were talking about, like yesterday, we were talking about how African Americans are so forgiving and so inclusive. We love y'all anyway.
Yeah.
Even when it's not sometimes reciprocated, we love y'all anyway. And I don't know, I don't care what you've experienced. The overall sentiment for Africans, from Africans in America, and I don't want to speak for all Black people in America, but the reality is we love y'all, and we see you guys as us, and we hope that you see us as you guys,
Yeah,
there shouldn't be this childish divide. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, and it's time to get that through to everyone. Let's get together.
Yeah.
So again, if it's me and I hear it, because I've heard it throughout the years.
Yeah, same.
Right.
Same.
I'm not taking it anymore. I'm going to say something. We are going to do this together. So with that being said, the best way to start to do this together is to write.
Yes.
So Desi's a teacher, everyone, and I trust her abilities.
Thanks.
And so together we collaborated and created it's going to be a series, but we created we created the series starting with OGUN.
Yes.
And we're doing it for men.
We're starting with men first, and we will definitely address the women in further on in the series, but we're definitely starting with men, just to kind of spur the revolution a little bit. Again, it's great that women have led the way. It is so great that women have been there on the front lines, but the reality is, we'd like to see the men out here fighting just as hard. And we know that you guys have it in you.
Yes.
To do that.
And we're watching the men fight, right? They're there.
Yeah, of course.
They don't know why they're fighting. They don't know what that African essence is about inside of them.
Yeah.
They're woke. They're fighting. Now let's tell them who they are as they're out there fighting. Are you the son of an Ogun?
Right.
Because let me tell you something. Sons of Ogun, Chenko, Obatala, Elegua,
Mm-hmm.
these are some powerful deities.
Yeah.
You call on these deities, seriously, you call on these deities, you tell God, make me Ogun. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to challenge the police.
Yeah.
You become Ogun.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to tell you the story about Ogun so that you
Yeah.
can understand what that looks like.
Yeah.
And you get to choose which one you are.
Oh, of
I
course.
couldn't look at you and tell you which one you are, first of all. But Desi, you mentioned something in the writing that I thought was amazing. When you said, men, get into technology.
I didn't say that. You did. All I did. You said that. All I did was add to. You said that. I'm telling you, those were your words channeled from spirit, channeled
Yeah,
from even
all
Ogun
of it.
himself. All I did was go in and say, okay, I think I could say it this way. Or you know what? I'm definitely gonna slide this in. But all of that was you. Please don't give me credit for something that's you.
Listen, then maybe I forgot. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
It
It
was
was.
beautiful.
When you wrote it, it was beautiful.
Thank
It was.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, someone says, imagine being an African kid getting picked on from Black kids. Confusing. Absolutely confusing. And I can understand how traumatic
Terrible.
that would be.
Terrible.
And
Oh,
you
hell.
know what? It was really, really messed up. And like, and not to go off topic, but I guess we're on subject. But like, it's really disgusting to me. And I'm talking about African Americans now, okay? It's really disgusting to me that in the 90s ish, 80s even ish, and I can say that because, you know, that's my age bracket, right? It's okay. Where it was the worst thing in the world for you to be called African.
I was in that. I was
Yeah,
there at the time.
remember? What the
Yeah.
hell is that? What
I
the hell is
don't
that?
know. I was there at the time.
What is
It was
that? Like,
terrible.
what was it? It was like the insult was, and forgive me, African people, but I'm quoting this in the schoolyard, right? Where it would be
Yeah.
like, oh, what do they call them? African booty scratchers? What the hell is that? What are we doing? What
I
are
never
we
heard
doing?
that. I never heard that.
Oh, it was a thing in the schoolyard. When I was younger, it was a thing. And I'm like, that's crazy to me. What are we doing to the division, right? The division.
Were you raised in the South?
No.
Where?
I was raised all over. Well, you know, my dad was in the military, so we hopped from place
Yes.
to place to
Yes,
place,
you went all over.
all
So
over.
you might have had a different experience as an African American girl
Mm-hmm.
and someone from me who just lived in the city.
Mm-hmm.
Because I never heard that.
Ooh, man, it was a thing. It was a thing. It was like
That
an
is
insult to be
terrible.
called African. And then Black children would be like, no, I'm not African. What you talking about? And they want to fight. And it's like, it's crazy. And even now, I hear some students say, and this goes to AG's comment down below. I know one student said to me, I was like, hey, how are you doing? Just casually. And she goes, well, you know, it could be worse. We could be in Africa. I'm like, excuse me?
Well, but back in the day, they used to show us those commercials in Africa.
Right, the propaganda of like hungry children and poverty and, you know,
Yeah.
and to tell people, well, first of all,
I mean,
Americans are
Sally Struthers made a whole career on African.
listen
She made a
on
whole
Feed the
career.
Children.
She made money off of us.
Yeah, off of Feed the Children. Yeah, you're right.
Feed the children.
She was like
Yes.
I remember that.
She was the representative for that look. And when somebody African said to me, none of that is true. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
What? And that was my first trigger that I have been lied to.
Mm-hmm.
but still too ignorant to know what does that look like. But
Yeah.
guess what? I am not ignorant anymore.
Right. And again, I'm back to Africans and African Americans reaching across, extending the olive branch and reaching out. If I get something wrong, don't be mad and roll your eyes. Help me understand. Help me to love you in the way that, you know what I mean? Help me.
Yes.
Reach
Yes.
out. And
Yes.
so I wanted to say this about like the ignorance of Americans. And this goes across the board. This is not just African Americans, but specifically, we have done such a piss poor job of educating our youth about African nations to the point where they think African is a whole country. They don't understand that it's a continent and a series of countries, each one with its own local color, each one with its own culture, each one with its own traditions, each one with its own folklore. All of these things, they go, oh, you know, the country, they talk about Africa as if it's one nation. It's not. They deserve their own individual identities as well, you know?
The other thing is, I learned only recently, is that when they show you the map in America, the map is designed to look like the USA is the biggest country.
Yeah. The propaganda.
Yeah.
See if I can find this map, and it blows my students' minds when they are like, "What the hell?"
You can't share on here, huh? You can't use.
Yeah, there's a screen share button.
Oh.
Let me see what it looks like first, because I don't know. But I really want people to see this. Like, it's crazy how ignorant we've been. See if I can do it.
Yeah, somebody said, he said in Boys in the Hood, you all African, all y'all.
Yeah, it's true.
Right. And somebody else said, don't think I'm not looking at your comments. Somebody else said, how do we know how strong the tree is unless you know its roots?
Right.
And for Black people, for far too long, this story has been untold as if they didn't exist.
Right.
Celebrate where you come from. That's a ninth corner tarot. Thank you, sweetie.
Oh, true. Oh, then it says I have to reload the page. Okay, so it won't let me share it. It's fine. I just kind of want to talk about it then. If you Google the true size of Africa, the continent, right?
Mm-hmm.
The United States literally fits inside of the continent.
Yes.
Like it's like the square mile.
We're so much smaller than the continent of Africa.
Yeah. And China and the United States fit in. India fits in together.
So imagine the real power that's there.
Yeah.
That they took from us.
Absolutely.
So with that being said, getting back to the Orishas, I am so proud. No, don't apologize. We need to talk about all this. I am so proud to present to you all a working series on the Orishas.
Mm-hmm.
We will make them public by August 18th, one at a time. Yeah. We're not trying to write a whole book and have expectations of y'all reading it. When we present the books, they're also going to be audio. The series, it's going to be a series.
Yeah.
We're going to take our time and we're going to re-educate, redesign, reprogram.
Right.
Fix.
Oh, of course.
The belief system.
Yeah, of course. Of course. And I want you all to consider it, those of you all who are interested, I want you all to consider it a love letter, not only to the Orishas, but to, you know, our brothers and sisters.
Our men. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Once I started this research on post-traumatic slave syndrome, which is a thing, remember that there's not a Black person to be found in America that is not suffering from PTSS, all right? Post-traumatic slave syndrome. I want us to honor that we've gone through something.
Exactly.
That our men have gone through something. When I started the research, it's like I knew, I didn't really know.
Yeah.
I didn't recognize torture.
Yeah.
I didn't recognize how the men that are here today, how they got this far. I know how women got here. Manipulate differently. How did the men survive today to get here in 2020?
Yeah.
They tried to kill our men.
Right.
They tried to extinct us.
Yeah. It's that. It is genocide. It is
genocide.
Psychological warfare.
Psychological. Listen, WSA says instead of African American, which by the way just never felt right to me.
Yeah.
It's Africans
in America.
In America.
Yeah. I said that in the. I think I said that in the research. Pretty sure.
Good. If not, add it. Thank you, WSA. We will include that.
Love it.
It's about public knowledge now. It's about all of us chipping in to change the diaphragm.
Man, listen, Charlotte is in here dropping some knowledge. Africa isn't called Africa by the Chinese. Naima says, thank you. You're welcome. Dwan says the United States can comfortably fit inside Africa 3 times. Yes. I don't understand that. Charlotte, China is owned by the Chinese. It is now. It's unfortunately. My point is that the colonizers named all the countries. China is an English word, not Chinese. Right. According to the African priest, certain Orishas came with us in order for their children to survive. You said that. You said that in the, that was in the, you said that.
Guys, whatever I wrote, I don't think I was here when I wrote it, but I do that a lot. I do.
You channeled it.
I recognize now that I probably channel. I never knew it, and so when I wrote this piece, I thought it was a nice piece, and I just prayed, you being a teacher, that you found respect in it.
Of course I did.
She loved it.
Of course I did.
I didn't know what to expect from you, so I was expecting for you to make a lot of changes, and so you were so kind, and I'm so honored.
Oh, well, thanks. It was beautiful. Well, I told you that when I first read it. I was like, this is beautiful. I don't really need to do much cleanup.
Yeah.
At all. I went in and added some things for dramatic effect and clarified a few things, but that was it. The rest of that was channeled from you, Yeah. Oh, Yemeya came with us, LL. That's cool. Oshun, Ogun, Obatala, Eshu, and more. Okay.
You're seeing some comments I haven't gotten yet. For some reason, I'm slower than you.
Charlotte is up here really dropping knowledge.
We love you. Charlotte Pastor Caldwell.
Yeah. Naima.
Please, email me at tracybrown live@gmail, and we will include anything that you have to say, and you will get credit for it.
Also, if you're an expert on or a Yoruba priest or priestess, or you know a lot more about our Orishas, please reach out and we'll put you on the View from the Other Side. I'm sure I don't want to speak for Tracy.
No, we'll put you on the View on the other side. No,
we would just love to just talk about them, and how
teamwork makes the dream work.
Absolutely.
So, you're absolutely allowed to say that. We're a team. And you're right. Say it again. We will put you
on the View from the Other Side on Saturday. Just a whole session just talking about, how important these Orishas are.
Yes.
Oh, I went to that. Oh, you Tunji? Naima, I've gone to that Yoruba village. I've
Is
gone
that the
to
video
that.
you showed me?
Yeah,
I'm so jealous.
it's. I wish I still had. I have to find my old phone, but like I
Is
have
that in
pictures.
North Carolina?
Yeah, South Carolina.
South Carolina. We have to take a trip there. Well, of course, the COVID is here now, but
Yeah.
and this is the other thing, so everyone knows. I've been talking to a lot of people. We have to make a pilgrimage there when the COVID is over. So I don't know if that's going to be a year from now, next summer, or a year and a half from now. I don't know, but we have to take a pilgrimage there, and we have to go
Absolutely.
as a group.
Yeah, of course.
We've got to go as a huge group. We should be going with, 2 big plane full of, you know, people that want to invest in landing in Africa. I've traveled enough, and I decided there's not another land I'm going to go to. I'm going to go to Africa.
Yeah.
I'm going to pick a country.
Yeah.
And next time I'll pick a different country.
Yeah.
And next time I'll pick a different country. I'm putting my money in Africa with my people. My feet have to touch my motherland.
Right. And I'm thinking I really would want to start with the Ivory Coast because
I hear it's beautiful.
Well, yes.
Is that
And
by the water?
yes. And there are a lot of African Americans who just sort of got on the boat after maybe slavery, maybe Jim Crow, something like that. They got on the boat and they went
home
back and settled in the Ivory Coast. And I want to say it's Ghana. Ghana especially has, I've been told. If you let me know if this is true in the comments, but like Ghana people, so the citizens of Ghana are like, they really love us as African Americans, like to the point where they have a name for us. Like they call us the lost children. And it's like that made me want to cry because I'm like,
don't make me want to cry.
I'm sorry, but like, yeah, they call us the lost children. Yeah, because they recognize us. They recognize us.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, I know for me personally, I've got to get to Benin, which is the reason why I know all of this Badoon stuff. I got to get there. It's my people. Nigeria is also my people.
Shout out to Nigeria.
What's the other one? Is it not Bali? I can't remember now. And by the way, ancestry.com sucks. They suck. Because
I really feel like it's a ploy to get your DNA. I can't prove that.
I mean, a lot of people believe that, but beyond that, they suck.
No.
They'll take your DNA and they'll tell you you're from Benin and you're like 45% Benin, and then write you 6 months later and say the DNA hasn't changed, but where you come from has?
Ooh, that's so weird. What does that mean?
That means they decide where you're from. They decide if you need to be more Nigerian, but your original DNA says you're Benin. And they give you more Nigerian percentage and less Benin. Like, you suck, Ancestry, and you're thieves. And I hate it. And, for $100, it's not worth it. Do not get your DNA. However, people have found past relatives from Ancestry, and that's the only thing that's good. When I put in my Ancestry, literally, they connected me to my cousins and cousins that I knew. So for those of you that have some lost history here in the U.S., there is a good purpose to Ancestry, but the part where they take and decide and pull and make me what they think they need to make me, unacceptable. But African Ancestry will tell you what tribe you're from.
Oh, somebody said do a mediumship. That's interesting.
Do a mediumship?
To find your history.
You mean through mediumship?
Yeah, I think I think that's what she's
I
talking
would
about.
prefer, to be honest with you, mediumship can back up, but I would prefer facts.
Gotcha.
I mean, too much is writing on this.
Like actual records of and books of.
Or
Gotcha.
the actual DNA of. So
Yeah.
we'll
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
African ancestry because they don't have any interest in covering anything up. Ancestry does. Ancestry is American base. So why they're messing with people's DNA, I don't know. But there's something to that. And maybe there's something to that, Desi, is, doing something else to your blood work. I don't, you're spittle, you give them spit.
Yeah.
I don't know. But the mediumship is something that you could do, and it's beautiful to have that form of divination. Thank you. But it's not enough. It's not enough. We need some facts here, and putting your DNA into something and really finding out what tribe you come from in Africa. And I really don't care if it costs $300. Do it.
Yeah. All right, K Mac, I see you.
I just found out that my great 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 grandmother, Matilda McCreer, was the last living survivor on the Cotilla from West Africa.
Wow.
Ancestors practice Yoruba. This stream is right on time.
All right, K Mac.
It's all on time, and that's beautiful to hear. How lucky and blessed are you?
I know. Naima says, my daddy said his great-great-grandfather had a son named Matt, and that's how I went back to 1850 on the census. Wow.
That's beautiful.
It seems like you have to almost be like a celebrity and be on one of those history shows with Henry Louis Gates in order to do the, you know what I mean? In order to get.
There's a Don Lemon one, and of course I couldn't find it. I don't even know why I didn't see it on YouTube. When I find it, I'm gonna put it in the feed. Where, because he was a celebrity, they reached back and found Ancestry did this. But for him, they had like really good records, of course. I'm not mad at him. Like, it's good to be a celebrity.
Yeah, of course. But what I'm saying, I feel like that should be part of the reparations check. Automatically, along with the check, here's research for the free of where you come from, since it was essentially stolen. Give us our history back.
Well,
and we'll take that check too.
I'm part of something called #ADOS.
Oh,
and the way they're setting it up right now, I hope it doesn't stand, but the way they're setting, I found it. I'm going to put it in this feed, guys. It's Don Lemon travels. Hold on. And it's so beautiful. Don Lemon travels in search of his roots. And I was going to send it to WSA, so let me just send it to you right now.
Yeah, sure.
You are going to love this. I'm talking and I'm getting hot just from like speaking. Like, it's just, the anger inside of me.
Yeah, I understand.
What were we talking about?
Charlotte Pastor Caldwell said that she's a priestess, Oya priestess. Can you send us an email? And
let's talk.
Yeah, let's talk. Because like I said, we'd love to know. We did a whole show on Oya.
We did.
Oh my gosh.
And to be honest with you, because we're doing all the Orishas to protect the
protesters.
The protesters. And there's a whole group of us doing this, by the way. And the next one is Chongo.
Love it.
So if you would like to come on our show, reach out. TracyBrownLive@gmail.com.
Yes.
If you don't want to come on the show, that's fine. Reach out anyways.
Yeah, reach out anyway.
We need experts.
Anybody who feels like they have something to offer, in the form of Orishas,
like just share it with us. Just share
it with us. We're hungry for knowledge.
For everything that you provide information.
Yeah. Yeah, we're hungry for knowledge for sure.
We're hungry for the knowledge. Yes.
Yeah. Hey, Max says, believe it, our family was contacted from a researcher in England. We knew some of our history, but not the entire story. Her story was in National Geographic.
In
Wow.
February, send us that link.
Yeah, please send us that link. That's fantastic. Oral history is important. Yes.
I feel like I'm a child of Oya. I've been researching for months. Let me tell you something, honey. I'm a child of Oya. Now, what I believe though is that we graduate to different parts of all the Orishas.
Yeah.
I think when I was younger, I was Oshun. Hella sexy. Hella sexy. Don't get it twisted. And then I think sometimes with the YouTube people, I feel like I'm Yemaya.
Yeah.
And then, think about Henrietta Lacks. Oh, we read that book in the book club.
Yeah.
We know about Henrietta Lacks. If anybody wants to read anything that's really, really good, it's a very thick book.
Don't watch the Oprah movie. Don't do that.
Please don't watch the movie. She disgusts me when she made that movie. She made the daughter of Henrietta Lacks look like an imbecile and so disrespectful. The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks.
Yeah.
Read that book. It's very thick, but when I tell you, this woman's blood, cancerous blood, lives on to this day.
Mm-hmm.
And they abuse the family.
Yeah.
To maintain and hide her within the system, within the research system. Starseed's Oya?
Whichever one, the nerdy librarian type, that's me.
Yeah.
The hot librarian.
I have to do a little bit more research. She was questioning that the other day.
I was.
I think I'm Yemaya for YouTubers. I'm definitely Oya. However, Desi, when you get on a roll, you are Oya. I see it in you. Oh yes. That's why I think there's these, percentages.
Yeah.
I think an Oya can rise up inside of you.
Oh yeah, of course. Well, I feel like
not that she gets to stay. It's like, Oya, let's do this together.
Of course.
Boom.
Yeah.
So much withholding with Henrietta Lacks info. It's disgusting, GT. Oh, that's right. You were in a book club at the time, right? I think that was your book club. Oya brings change and transformation. She does. She's a kick-ass. According to Ifa, one Orisha rules your head, and the opposite gender is the other Orisha within you. Mr. Caldwell, that is beautiful.
Yeah, I know.
One of my clients went toward the Ifa religion. I'm so proud of her. She's been in discovery, and the last time I talked to her, she's like, I went to get initiated. I'm like, what? Man, is that beautiful. I feel like I'm a little drawn to the Yorubas. Huh?
Soze Mistress says, I think I'm Oshun. Okay, I love that. My head.
I could see that, Desi.
Tango is my Baba. Your dad.
I think you try to hide Oshun.
Who?
You.
Chabu. Okay.
Let Oshun come out. Switch them hips.
Like I said, whichever nerdy Velma from Scooby-Doo, hot librarian type, that's me. I got an ownership for that. That's me.
Oya rules, Charlotte, Pastor Caldwell says, Oya rules my head. Sango is my papa.
Yeah, dad, Baba. Love
Bye
that.
bye. All right, guys. Oshun is a powerful Orisha. She brings the laughter to everything. Yeah, she's beautiful Orisha. I know Beyonce is all about
Yeah.
Oshun, and
Yeah.
she believes she's the daughter of Oshun. She mentioned in Black Parade, however, that her sister Solange is Yemaya.
Mm.
Sister is Oya.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Her sister don't take no shit. None.
I can't see you, Maya, jumping on somebody in an elevator. That's an Oya thing. I can't see your Maya being like, taking her shoes off.
Yemaya, like everybody stop. Just stop.
Stop.
That's Yemaya.
Come get a hug.
Right. Right. Leave my baby alone because she love herself some Ogun.
Right.
Oya would take the shoe off and throw it over Yemaya's head to slam Ogun with her shoe.
Right. Right.
But let's go into discovery. Right now, women, once we get to y'all, it's going to be so much fun.
It's going to be so good.
And believe. But right now, guys, we're going to take care of our men.
Yeah.
We're going to help them to remember themselves again.
Right.
We're going to help them to stand proud. We're going to help them to fight, defend the police, protest. We're going to help them that if there's a problem, they're not backing down anymore. Period. They've already begun. We're just going to tell a story why they're registering this anger. They don't know why this is happening. They need to know. And they cannot be misinformed. And by the way, every series will be dedicated to the Ahmaud Arbery's, the George Floyd's, the Sandra Bland, the Breonna Taylor. Now, she is a Yemaya, period.
Mm.
She has such an adorable, loving, motherly face. I love her. The way she just comes across. She's Yemaya. I already know it.
WSA says, is there a book you both recommend?
No.
No.
It
They're
was
all
so much research and then piecing everything together.
Yeah.
There are certain YouTubers I believe in.
Oh, absolutely.
And I can appreciate, but even in watching the YouTubers, the way I see it, they're novice like we are. Like everyone is in this discovery place.
Everybody's, and I'm telling you, I feel like, again, 2020 is not only about knocking down the foundations and rebuilding, it's also a period of discovery, of figuring out how to rebuild who you are after COVID wipes everything away, and after the damage and destruction happens, then what?
Yeah.
Like after Ogun clears out the path, what does the future look like moving forward? Right?
Yeah.
What does it look like?
Yeah.
It is a period of self-discovery. And I know I'm not afraid, and Tracy, I know you're not afraid to say that we're still on the path towards self-discovery and toward discovery when it comes to the Orishas. We are not the
experts.
Authority. We're not the experts on.
We're not trying to be. We're not saying that we are.
And we're not trying to be.
But we're stepping out in a different manner. So there are many people that has YouTube channels and they talk about the Orishas, right? And it's beautiful to watch their ability to teach from that format. And we just wanted to teach in a different way where we had to talk to the men. Yeah.
We got some book recommendations.
What?
Awakening the Giants Within Us.
Love it.
And Finding Soul on the Path of Orisha. And that's from Naima and Charlotte Pastor Caldwell.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I just wanted to recommend some channels that I have that has helped influence me. especially for Eureka, which Eureka was brand new to me. And I didn't think I was going to recommend anybody, but now that we're talking about it, you just need to know.
Are there Yoruba channels?
Huh?
Like channels specifically for Yoruba stuff?
Yeah, for Orishas.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, cool.
Yeah. I Googled, I looked at different channels. I mean, it was a workout.
Yeah.
I look at so much trash TV on my phone too. But I gotta get okay. There's a few that I really liked. I just don't want to call out names just because.
Yeah, of course.
I have a lot of Kanye trash, a lot of Real Housewives trash. Because while I was waiting, while I was waiting for you, and I went back to trash YouTube watching.
Gotcha.
So let me just see if I can find some of them. One of them is definitely Black Witch on YouTube.
Yeah.
I
think that's the one you sent to me. And I was like, oh.
Did I send that one to you? Yeah. She's doing an amazing job.
Shout out to Black Witch.
Yes. She's doing an amazing job. One of the ones I researched, I'm not sure. This might have been music. I want to make sure that I recommend people that I really took information from. I should have did this ahead of time.
That's all right.
Because there was
Black Witch Yaya?
many. Huh?
Black Witch Yaya.
Black Witch Yaya, yes.
Yeah. Celestial Stu says I love her. She's great.
Very good.
Man, we got all kind of book recommendations in the chat, y'all. Thank you so much.
You writing them down?
No. I was just gonna go back through the chat when it was over and just kind of because once it stops, it stops and then I always scroll back up.
Go back. Okay.
Yeah. And then from there I take notes. Because it moves up and then it's weird.
Another one I kept looking at was Santana Lucera. She speaks from, I believe, from the Latin perspective or Brazilian. And I also like that side of the stories.
Mm-hmm.
I get a little bit from everything and everyone.
Yeah, of course.
What I did avoid, though, I avoid telling the story about the Orisha necessarily.
Right.
We did that on purpose. There's enough people on YouTube that can give you all of that information. And the story changes depending upon the culture. So I don't want to put anything in writing, and it's the Cuban culture, it's Dominican culture, it's the Santeria, or is it the Eureka, or is it Ifa? I wanted to steer clear of how the Orishas got here because everyone has a different take.
Everybody, that's the folklore of it. That's the mythology of it, right? But what we're trying to do is draw the distinctions. Yes. And draw not distinctions, but comparison.
Yes.
To central figures who have been important to us, been important to African and African American history, and show you how the Orishas show up in them.
Yes. All right. Let's just stop there. I just have so much in my history that I'm losing where, when, and how.
That's all right. We can put together a list and, we'll
put together a list in the series. How's that?
Yeah.
Which I think we're supposed to do anyway when we write something. We get it from Google or,
Well, you're supposed to cite sources. But a lot of it was what you wrote, especially, was native. Like it wasn't quoted text. It wasn't even cited text. It wasn't paraphrased or summarized. It was just all organic.
It was from the heart. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I tied in George Floyd, the beginning of the revolution, with OGUN. It's just beautiful. So I just thank you, Desi, for participating in this with me. I'm honored.
You're welcome.
I'm honored to know you.
Oh, thanks.
Jambalaya. We actually have that book.
Wait, who said jump? Oh.
Jambalaya.
Yeah,
That
jambalaya.
is
We do.
to recommend, actually. Here you go. I've got a couple. This one speaks to the Spanish side. All right. Powers of the Orisha. Not my favorite, but it speaks from the Spanish side. This Jambalaya is a really good book. What I don't like about connecting the Orishas, based upon a lot of these writings, is that
Mm-hmm.
they like to connect the Orishas to Catholic saints.
Oh,
I
okay.
want to tell everyone, stay out your way. I'm not a fan of anyone telling me my Orisha is similar to blah, 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 blah. Because what you're saying is that it's only okay if it's connected to Catholic saints.
Oh, to make it palatable for people.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
I'm not a fan of that. Our Orishas are ours alone. And we don't need to have an alignment with anybody else.
Right.
But a lot of the books do align Catholic, because there was a blend, moving forward, where many cultures refuse to forget their Orishas, and they managed to connect the dots. And I'm okay with however societies needed to survive. But I did not include any Catholic saints. Any connected dots. Done. Over with. Forgotten.
Right.
Period.
I feel like that's to make it more palatable for white people. But I can't prove that.
Okay, say it. It's okay to say it.
It makes it easier to swallow if they can. I mean, there are tons of Black Catholics out there, but let's be real.
I was born and raised Catholic.
Yeah.
First chance I got, I left. When I went to get a divorce, I went to my priest. This is my childhood, church. And I was like, I need to get a divorce. And they were like,
no shame to the Catholics, but
an annulment. And when I found out what an annulment means, it means your marriage never existed, but I had already birthed a child. I birthed a child.
Right.
I was never going to tell my child, I got a piece of paper to show you never existed. You have to explain in detail what went on for them to authorize, for some white man to authorize me. Fuck out of here.
Right.
Also, people call me a motherfucking militant. I don't believe in Santa Claus. Never did. No white man gets to come in my house and present presents to me.
That was my mom.
My ass had to struggle to put presents under that tree.
Yeah.
That's me. Done. I was done from a kid. When I had my son, he knew.
Mm-hmm.
He knew. Sorry. I was not going to play this game. And at the time, there's no African Santa Claus. And then they made it seem like Santa Claus goes all over the world.
Right.
Does he? Santa Claus goes down the chimneys in Africa? Does he really? Because that's the only version I ever knew.
Right. They worshiping some white man named Saint Nick. That's how that works.
My mother didn't do it. I didn't do it.
Yeah.
My mom used to say, I brought this. And I was like, girl, that's a little harsh. But in hindsight, I get it.
I get it. Yeah. Same.
Don't lie to me.
Santa Africa.
Children are fucked up when they have to find out there's no such thing as Santa Claus.
Right.
It's the first part of post-traumatic slave syndrome. For children. The fact that you as parents lie to your children.
Yeah.
No, that shit is not cute.
Right. And you'd rather give them mythological stories about white people than
than African deities.
Right.
It's okay,
or even African folk tales and stories.
It's not okay to believe in Chongo.
Right. You're weird.
No, I'm taking my life back.
Yeah.
Pastor Cole goes, I did the same. I know, sweetie, we all did. We all step into the okie doke back in the day. Done. Over.
And no shade to Catholics, but my ex-boyfriend's mother was Catholic, like super Catholic. She was like, "Oh, so guess what? For Christmas, we're going to Christmas mass," and she talked it up like it was gonna be this thing. girl, when I say I got in there and I was like about to fall asleep, I was like, this is like a meditation session. This not, I expected like,
For
I expected like
Catholics,
traditional, something resembling like Southern Baptist,
no,
Methodist. No,
no.
it
It's
ain't that.
all about namaste, soft, beautiful
It's,
music. I was born and raised Catholic, and Christmas
yeah,
Mass was a thing. It was
yeah,
a whole thing.
yeah. It's very ceremonial and traditional, and like
Yes.
I was like, this is
But
too.
here's the thing, the difference that I've learned, because I've been a part of different religions, thinking I was looking for God. I
Yeah,
didn't know that God was in me.
yeah.
And so I kept going to different churches. You don't necessarily find the Bible in Catholic churches. They provide you with
Yeah.
what they're going to tell you. And it's tiny little snippets like this,
Mm-hmm.
small paragraphs.
Mm-hmm.
All right. When I went to Baptist, well, that was a whole new world.
Oh, mine, yeah, a shift.
And I can appreciate the yelling and the screaming because coming from Catholicism,
Mhm.
I never had that expression.
There isn't
I
any.
appreciate the music and I appreciate
Yeah.
that music getting into my soul. What I did appreciate about the Baptists, at least this was Southern Baptist alignment in Staten Island, New York. What I did not appreciate in my church, I don't know if it's churches all over, they found a way to disrespect Jesus's mother. They don't revere her the same way the Catholics revere.
Right. Oh, that's very true.
But how do we have a motherboard in a Southern Baptist church that get to parade their beautiful outfits and their big hats? We're parading all those mature women.
Right.
But you're going to tell me I can't love Jesus' mother?
Right.
So there's something wrong with the Southern Baptist church. And I said it. I said it. Your men aren't going to church. They know why. They can't put their words to it, but they know something's wrong in the Southern Baptist churches, the AME churches.
Also, I find it very, very, very strange.
We can't get them to go to church.
If we're talking about Southern Baptists in particular, and no shade to the Southern Baptist people, but it's the truth. It is the truth. Listen, I always find it so odd that in Southern Baptist worships praise and worships are still segregated. Like there's a white Southern Baptist, then there's the black Southern Baptist, and it's like they don't meet like that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
sorry.
It's like, oh, you going to the white church? No, I'm not going to the white church. I'm going to the black church. It's still Southern Baptist church or even Methodist church, but it's like white and black. In the South, is still separate.
Well, I'm now a Presbyterian. I'm telling you guys, I went all over. The only one I did not choose was Pentecostal because the speaking of the tongues was an issue for me.
Mm.
And there's too long. Like I can't spend 10 hours in church. Sorry.
Church, yeah, it's too much.
I can't. And now I'm a Presbyterian and I don't even like being a Presbyterian. I don't want to be anything anymore. God resides in me. I don't want to be labeled by the white man's rules.
Right.
Presbyterians annihilated the Indians, took them from their mothers, from their homeland. They were already segregated and supposedly educated them. They abused those poor children. Right. Catholics have the pedophile priests. Like every religion has this thing.
Yeah, you are absolutely right.
I've never really heard anything bad about the AME churches, though, to be honest with you.
Same.
Okay.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah, Christianity is built on separation.
Oh, show it. She's an ordained Presbyterian. Hello, sweetie. Yeah. No disrespect to the Presbyterians. I'm still a Presbyterian. I'm also an elder still, although I did get kicked out as an elder. Oh, they tried to kick me out once they found out I was a psychic.
Really? That's stupid.
No. True story.
Oh my God.
And my best friend Fletcher, man, he fought for me. Native American, When I tell you this is a quiet man, but that Native American side kicked in to protect me, it was beautiful. Where are you?
I had to plug my laptop in.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah, they tried to kick me out. It was hilarious. My son was there. His wife's sister was there. It was one of the most funniest things I had ever experienced. You don't get to kick me out of church.
Right.
I'm church.
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't realize that. Fear, no fear in me. You don't get to kick me out. When they wanted me to sign a paper to say that I would remove myself as being an elder and that I would never step foot back in the church again. Ironically, I never wanted to step foot back in church again. I just didn't like it that they were telling me.
Right.
And I went against the bigwigs. It was hilarious. Oh, it was hilarious. To this day, I actually love the fight.
Oh no, you're an elder for life.
I am. I know. I'm an elder for life. So true.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Hi, Destiny.
Because
I didn't see you there.
Huh?
I was looking at Destiny. Called her Desi. Destiny. She was like, I just love Tracy and Desi. Thank you. We love you too, Destiny.
Hi, sweetie. How are you? Destiny, did you just come on? Because you might want to go back and watch it later because Desi and I have a huge project on the Orishas that we're working on right now. We're telling the story to our men.
Yeah.
And when I tell you there's going to be these huge galactic downloads, none of y'all have to believe me, but our men, they don't even like themselves and they're willing to change. And you all are going to get some wonderful men out there in the street. Wonderful. But the shift has to occur and shifting takes a while. I love that. Hi, Alyssa. Did you just come on too? She's like, I love that. Rebirthing takes a woman 9 months.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine 400 years.
Yeah.
Of being afraid to stand and be a man. Oh, Alyssa said I was here the whole time. Good.
Shout out to Melissa. Shout out to the gems.
What you saying?
I said shout out to the gems. I always like to shout them out on the lives.
Thank you, Debbie.
Yeah. Oh, Charlotte, thanks. You will not be disappointed. Thanks. I hope,
And she means in the men changing?
I think she means in us, in the live stream. I think.
Oh,
I hope that's what she meant.
Destiny,
if she didn't,
not be disappointed. And I got you. And Destiny goes, "Oh, I know. I already know." So again, Charlotte, Pastor, you sound like you have some information from IFA side of the Orishas. We would love to communicate with you. We'd love to have you on our show. We would love to get to know any contributions that you could contribute. We would love that. If you want to, you could just come on the show.
Yeah.
Just come on the show. And give us a lesson. How's that?
Yeah.
Of your choosing. We're completely open. That's the one thing really good about us is that we're just flexible.
Yeah. And we don't think we're not the sole authority. We don't think we're the experts on here. We are not. We are willing to listen and willing to learn and willing to move according to,
I think the only difference about us is that we're willing to produce out.
Oh, yeah, of course.
That's the only difference. And we have the format to do it.
Somebody said, what's the buzzing? There's buzzing?
I hope there's no buzzing. I don't hear no buzzing.
Oh, no. Do y'all hear buzzing?
Buzzing?
There's buzzing.
Let me move maybe Periscope away from... Did that help? Hold on.
Is Periscope saying there's buzzing? Because YouTube is saying there's buzzing.
No.
I just want to make sure we're all right.
No.
Okay.
You're not buzzing, says Periscope.
Okay.
I moved Periscope. Did that help? guys.
Oh,
All
the
this
queen is
power you
premiering.
two are giving. Charlotte absolutely loves
Yeah.
us. First of all, let's just start there. She loves us. And thank you. We need the love. We
Yeah,
appreciate
thanks.
you, Charlotte. Because as we're stepping out, don't think we aren't fearful.
Somebody says the queen is premiering her visual album tonight.
Yes.
I guess.
Yes. Well, we gotta give Beyonce credit where credit is due. No one else is doing this.
Yeah, of course. But
And she has
man.
the ability to get across to people. We gotta trust what God has given us, Des.
Yeah, of course. No, I'm just saying I saw the bees and I was like, oh, okay. I know.
Yeah, let's not do bees because then
let's not do
angry. We totally support Beyonce.
Yeah,
Don't
do.
do bees with me because I'll cuss a mother out. Seriously. Yeah. And that today, let's not do that. We're having a great moment, Salt and Pepper. So pull
let's
your
talk about
back. Huh?
So let's talk about
nobody fears. Let's get something straight. Nobody fears having a difference of opinion about Beyonce.
Right.
Let's get that straight. We are allowed to express an opinion. And you definitely don't have to like it, but you're not going to be us at all. Pull back.
She's just celebrating. She loves her some Beyonce. That's cool.
Yeah, but you can celebrate without the bees. That's all I'm saying.
The bees have been used to bully people in the past.
Yeah, but
we just don't need that energy.
Something as Africans we're gonna assign ourselves to anymore. I'm done with that. Beyonce's not bringing out a whole African culture for you bees to keep acting that way. So pull back. Period. Stop. Oh, we're not reading anyone this time, Salt and Pepper. We really just wanted to make an announcement that we are taking care of our men. We're starting with the moon. We're telling the story. We're giving them life again. But we just want them to understand how they have gotten lost for 400 years.
And that's it.
So you have a place to get to?
Yeah, I do. But I got like 3 hours before, so I'm not tripping. But I
still don't understand why you had me come on at 4:30.
Thought that was the time we settled on.
No, I was trying to take care of your, travel needs.
Oh, I'm good. Like I moved. I had to move back because the bank situation came up.
Oh, you should have told me.
Yeah, I had to move it. My appointment back because of that. Because
Charlotte Pastor Caldwell says, I'll bring an OGUN priest with me next time. What?
I love that.
That would be amazing. Don't forget to reach out to us. We would love to see a whole show around you.
Same. We will give you the platform.
Yes.
Lord, here go the bees.
Stop looking at the bees, Des. Don't put the energy out there. Leave it alone now. Stop. It's over. I'm done. No. We're gonna watch what amazing project Beyonce is gonna put out for all of us. And we're gonna embrace our African culture through her eyes. I already know it's gonna be beautiful. And I want to put me on some white makeup. Mm-hmm. Destiny told Charlotte Pastor Caldwell, I would love to see that. I'm putting out my money oil tonight. You go, girl. You go, Alyssa. Tribal makeup. Thank you, Yana. Thank you. I want to put on my tribal makeup. My son and his wife has a picture of an amazing man with his tribal makeup, and it's so empowering when you walk into their house. It's beautiful. And then they put out a whole photographic series with tribal makeup. No, let it go.
No, it's like, wait, blacks are not indigenous to the earth. I'm like, who said that?
Yeah, but that's why I said let it go. Some things it's not worth answering.
What does that mean?
We're not gonna discuss that.
It's like the longer we go, the weirder the comments get.
Yeah, because it's late, so they're just coming on.
Okay.
But I have to tell you, when they took away Columbus Day in California and made it Indigenous Day,
Yeah.
I was like, Indigenous, Indigenous, yes, Indigenous, yes, Lord.
Yeah.
So
We can celebrate too, you know.
we don't want to. I'm not in the mood to argue today. Like that's a black thing. I'm not investing in that today. I'm tired.
Oh, on that note, I was reading the comment. Okay. But yeah, you're right. And even the fact that we would get, something like Juneteenth.
How many
Hoping that they
just got educated on Juneteenth? Yeah. Seriously, to this year found out about Juneteenth. Yes, OGUN is the path clearer. Yes, sweetie. He will clear the way for us. Absolutely. We mentioned all of that in this series that we're putting out.
Yeah, we did.
All of that. So he's absolutely going to be there with the protesters.
Mm-hmm.
Ashe.
Love it.
All right, guys.
All right, friend.
Get going. I'm late for a reading because I didn't think it was going to go this long.
See, I told you yesterday. I was like, look, we planned for an hour and it became
an hour and 31 minutes. That's what it became.
It became something else.
Because we see so much support here.
Yeah, I love that. You all are.
Your son got holiday pay for Juneteenth. What company is that? That is a company that needs to be celebrated now.
Now, if we can get the paid day off, good. That's you make people get days off on Juneteenth. Sure.
You keep answering Salt and Pepper. I don't think you should be answering Salt and Pepper. I think just let her talk. It's I don't know if we try to find that. She goes on.
I'm just answering the comments as they come in.
Yeah, but some things just don't answer. It's not worth it. We're going to end this on a beautiful note, not in chaos and confusion.
Oh, I thought that was a genuine question. I was going to answer it.
I don't think so.
I thought it was a genuine question.
I'm not. I'm just trying to hear myself talk. See? She admits it. I'm just trying to hear myself. See? Girl.
Oh.
Nope. Don't invest sometimes in these comments. I've been doing this long enough, and you always tell me block them.
Yeah, it's the ones that are especially egregious. Yes.
Yeah, but you're reading them. Don't read.
No, I really thought that was a legitimate question. Like I really did. I'm not even trying to be funny. Like I really thought
was being funny though.
Oh, okay.
I love the red, black, and green hearts. And Monica, Tracy, you predicted a coin shortage months ago. Isn't that interesting? It's happening right now. I never know what I predict anymore. I do these readings. I throw my hands up in the air. I'm on to the next reading. Thank you. I will find that video. If you want to send it to me, send it to me. But I will find that video. You all know some of our people strange. Yeah, Nima, you do know that.
I was legitimately just trying to engage. I really thought that was a legitimate question. I'm sorry. I didn't know.
It's all good. Baba SSU, open all doors, open all roads for Tracy and Desi. Oh my God.
Thank
to have
you.
great success. Oh my God.
Thank you so much.
I received that. Oh my God. That is so kind of you. Wow. Thank you.
All right. Well, we're just on here, just kind of messing around.
Yeah, we're just reading the comments now.
Right now, we're just reading the comments because sometimes.
But sometimes the fun part is reading the comments.
Right.
I would love for you to come on and talk about Baba SU.
Yeah.
Charlotte, Pastor Caldwell.
Please do.
That would be a nice one. Is that Alegba?
I don't know.
Because they changed the names.
Yeah,
And I know Alegba is one of the people whose names got changed in some parts.
You know they're trying to.
Destiny. Yes. Charlotte, Pastor Caldwell. Come on. Yes.
I saw this mock-up on Twitter where they were trying to say they wanted Angela Bassett to get a spinoff show as Marie Laveau.
Yeah.
And talk about Legba, and I don't know how to feel about that.
Well, remember the way it's written, they didn't quite put her in the best light. They made us scared of her. Oh, yes, it's childish Legba. That's so cool. Yes, it's Legba. Okay, thank you. In my research, I realized Legba had a different name. I was wondering about that. I was wondering if his name got changed because he is the trick master.
They definitely didn't put him in a good light either. They made him look demonic.
But he's actually the magician.
And scary. Yeah.
He's the magician in tarot. And there's a way to use manipulation to the positive. Everyone sees manipulation as negative.
Right.
There's a way to use manipulation as the power. And he is the master at manipulating for the greater good.
Right.
However, if he has to manipulate you, at least with Haiti, into a trap, then so be it.
Right.
But he is good at manipulation. He's the trick master.
I just hate the way he was. And Kapua made a point about this. I just hate the way that he is like portrayed on that show. And I really hope, I mean, shout out to Angela, but I really don't feel like they need to go there.
Well, I just think that if something like that is done, they need Black writers.
Yeah.
Proper historians.
That's a really good point.
You know, religion. They can't, like, it's unacceptable to just create a series to make Blacks look bad, to make us look like, no, it's unacceptable at this stage of the game. And that would be Angela Bassett's power. Speak up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't just take $1. Speak up.
Right. Or don't just read the scripts and not ask questions. Like you have enough power as an actress, as a well-decorated actress to say, well, hey, wait a minute. Can we just do that?
And can we have Black writers?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because what were we watching the other day when dreams come? And you
what dreams may come? Yeah.
That hell is where they have the Black people.
Man, listen.
That disappointed me so bad. When you said that, I was like, well, damn. I'm like,
wait, why are the Black people in hell? What's going on?
But that's the white man's writers. That's their writer's version.
Right. Like they threw us a magical Negro with old boy. But Cuba. They threw us that magical Negro.
It wasn't
but it's not. It's ridiculous.
As the movie continued, they diminished his role. How did they diminish his role?
It was very Bagger Van.
And his power. They diminished his power, not his role, not his physical role, but they diminished his power as the archangel or the angel that he was supposed to be for him.
That's what I mean. Like that's what I mean by magical Negro. Like why in these movies is it Black people who have the
they don't have Black writers.
Oh, of course not.
That's a period. And all of that, by the way, are things that is part of the revolution. We're not trying to defund the police.
Right.
We're
and we're not trying
to Netflix. I need more Black boys in your stupid cartoons. That's what we're trying to say.
Right. And we're not trying to help, white people reach some enlightenment or place of enlightenment or help them recognize that they need to be good people. That's not for us to do. Right.
I'm not doing that.
Right.
We're not Facebook people, is finding, her inner power to protect us. And she's not getting it. I know she's not getting it. And so I challenge her. I challenge her not to teach her. I have no interest in teaching white folks anymore.
Listen.
No.
No, I said that. I said that yesterday. Not without a check. We not finna do that.
Yeah, no.
You
No.
want to explain humanity to white people? That's fine, but make sure they pay you, sis. Whoever
Do
you
your
make.
research. Do your research. I post enough stuff on my Facebook feed to get my white friends to understand.
Mm-hmm.
It's ugly. I am teaching you.
Yeah.
Look at my feed.
You're right.
We're trying to defund hatred.
Yes.
So,
Absolutely.
Esau is not Satan, as some people think. Exactly.
Oh man.
And we will correct that. How we communicate with one another, we will correct that.
Mm.
You really helped me see that, Tracy. We don't have to teach them. Girl, stop teaching white folks. Stop explaining them why Black Lives Matter.
Woo!
All lives don't matter. Like, don't say nothing. No more.
There's no way that another human should have to explain his or her humanity to another human.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yes. Hey, ladies. Trinidad on the inside. Hello, Bernadette. Lovely Trinidadians. Sexy Trinidadians. Oh, my God. Gorgeous, gorgeous men. And the ladies. Gorgeous. Just a gorgeous culture. Period.
I love that.
It was exhausting. Look at her. I like the fact that you said was, because you will stop today.
Stop.
To grasp, you must accept the expansion of soul. Oh, that's so beautiful. What a way with words.
Mm-hmm.
We can't wait till you come on, Charlotte.
Okay.
Or Pastor Charlotte. I really want to say Pastor Charlotte, but you have your pastor in the middle. So, but you did say you were a pastor, so I can respect you. Oh, Presbyterian pastor.
Yeah.
Minister
Absolutely.
Charlotte. You get respect.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Should we wrap up?
Yeah, let's wrap up. We're doing a great job. Let me see what so much virtual in this scope. Thank you, sweetie. MOVV. I feel you, Tracy. We can learn. No, white folks can learn from us. That's their job now, to learn from us.
Right. But it's not our job to teach.
From them.
Right.
And they have manipulated what we've been learning. Yeah. It is time that they sit back and accept that we have a story to tell. And we get to tell it our way. We're not trying to make white folks comfortable anymore. We're done.
It's over. Right.
It's over. It's over.
That's over.
It's over. It's about us.
Mm-hmm.
For us, by us. What's FUBU?
For us, by us. I saw somebody in Japan wearing a FUBU shirt, and I was like,
what? You can't even find FUBU anymore.
Maybe he had it from way back, in the 2000s, but listen, I was flabbergasted.
And also, we are allowed to invest in our own, and so we're all about Black-owned business.
Yep.
Oh, somebody puts, our culture is not new age. Right?
No. Right. Who said that?
AG said it. Our culture is
who's referring to it as such?
MOVV. It's not that. Why can't we all learn to live together with our differences? Talk to white people.
Right. The problem is not us.
We fit in to white society. Talk to your kind. All right. Not educating anymore. Not educating. Over it. Talk to your people. Just talk to white people. If you have questions like that, then talk to them. All right. On this side of the table, we're all about blackness. That's a period. We're not explaining this. We're about blackness, Orishas, Black-owned businesses, protesting, defunding the police, defunding hatred. That's the only language we know today.
Right.
Beyond everything.
What we quickly found out was, inclusion, oftentimes doesn't include us. They love to say, why aren't you included? But they take, doesn't matter. But yes.
Yes, Tracy. Miss Tracy ain't playing. No. I realized everything I've ever done in my life has led me to this book, Desi. This is it.
Yeah.
This is it. This is my world.
Mm-hmm.
Everything, every YouTube, every psychic predicted it, every follower led me to this moment.
Yeah.
The beauty of being able to talk to our men and telling them, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know, Desi, but I get it.
Yeah.
What our men went through. The ones that are here today, the ones that managed to survive in spite of the police trying to kill them still.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck out of here. We are amazing people.
Oh, Doreen Virtue said that. Well,
what? Doreen Virtue said what? I don't
about the deities being a New Age practice.
Huh.
Yeah.
Doreen Virtue, who doesn't even know who she is anymore?
Ooh.
Really?
I didn't want to say it, but
well, I said it.
Yeah.
Really? All right. I'm not listening to a Doreen Virtue who's confused. Stop, Bernadette. Yeah. Oh, wait. It's insane. We are still fighting this battle for acceptance and respect. All right. That's very good advice, Bernadette. She's Pastor, Minister Charlotte says, and stop fighting.
Right.
Let's just be us.
Exist. Because even your existence is a revolution. Like, Black people don't understand that. Like, even your existence, your very existence is a revolution in and of itself, because they really did not expect for Black people to be here. Yeah. We were never supposed to make it this far.
Yeah.
Once slavery was over, we were never supposed to make it beyond them.
Once we gave them the money that they needed and cultivated their land, they don't give two hoots what happened to us.
Right. And the fact that we not only stayed, but we prospered and made gains and made strides and were excellent, it is a revolution in and of itself. Your existence is that. So Charlotte Pastor Caldwell is absolutely correct.
Yes.
Just be, because your existence is the revolution.
Yes. And by the way, Doreen Virtue does not get to speak for my culture. Ooh. I do.
Talk about it.
She does not. Mm-hmm. So she needs to go do what is her best. Which I'm not even sure what that is anymore.
She's not even sure what it is anymore.
Exactly. But you don't get to speak for my culture, and you don't get to call it a New Age practice.
Right.
Nope. Absolutely not. What else can I highlight? That's beautiful. African people never needed anything added to them.
Right.
I like the spelling of African.
Yeah. She mentioned why she added the K.
Oh, I missed it.
Yeah. New Age is really aged old.
Oh, I missed something.
HTHTV3.
Oh yeah, I love her. New Age is really aged old. Right. Yeah. And that's Doreen. She's too old for this rap. So get out of our life. You know nothing about us.
Bears, be a thief. They stole the land, then stole people to enslaved on the stolen land to build generational wealth for their descendants, to later emancipation, Jim Crow, impoverished. Yep. True. Yep. Yeah.
All right.
All righty.
Greetings.
Yes.
Thank you for the blessing, Minister Charlotte. Thank you.
Yes,
so nice
thank you.
So nice. It's beautiful. So kind. I love kind people. And let's leave it like that. Like,
Exactly.
let's leave it like that. Let's move on to allowing ourselves to fight for a great cause, be kind to one another, shop black.
That's it.
It's actually that simple. What do you see down there? I see you looking.
Sorry, I was reading this from HTHTV3. As long as the mountain's hue is what it is, the Earth's hue is what it is, carbon C6 on the periodic table, melanin. If we're not here, here is not here. Amen. Earth will stop at nothing to restore sane balance on her axis. Amen.
That's right.
Oh, today's live is a word. Thank you.
Isn't it adorable? Let's leave it at that. That's
Today's live is a word.
Ashe, Ashe. Thank you, guys. Love you.
Bye, friends.
Bye, guys.